like the angle? That's like a little better, huh? That's a little better. Anyway, I'm sitting on a car tire. But you're sitting on a bigger car tire. Compared to tiny one. Awful angle probably. Whatever. Okay, wait. Not like that, just, you know. So, I'm at the park, and it's kind of a nice park because people leave car tires like that, I think, just for like kids to play with. It's kind of nice. The one you guys are on doesn't really look used to me. It just looks kind of old. It's like cracked, but it's not like worn down like you drove it, you know? And the one I'm on is like lightly used. Not lightly, like moderately. Not a lot, just a little bit. Medium used. Moderately is fine. Moderately used. Yeah. Anyway. I was just, I guess, thinking of, the sun's like in my eyes, but it's good lighting, I think. I don't know. But I was kind of thinking of sort of where I felt like my life was like a year ago. A little bit after I first started making music, making songs, like during the first 2 albums that I put out, I kind of made them back to back. So I was thinking about how different my life was. It's only different in the sense that I've made me different, not like giant changes, you know? Like in general, I feel like other people would not have noticed very big of a difference if they were me, but I noticed a difference. Well, when I worked at Sam's Club, it was a weird environment because while the people were like nice technically, it was sort of like an environment that was like psychically predatory towards me in ways that I didn't really realize, because it wasn't the people, it was like the actual like environment. But yeah, and so because I had a lot of like unused energy, I was kind of like spiraling, because that's what happens when you don't use the capacity of energy that you have. You can get like triggered by things more because you have so much energy that like it's like you have to put it into something, but you don't know what you have to put it into. And the environment was like pulling on that energy in like really bad ways, but I didn't know it was really bad because I thought, oh, this is just what working at Sam's Club is and like what my life is currently like. I didn't really get it. It was weird. Like, I'm confused, you know? Like, it's just like, it's like mental health, but like when you don't know all of the factors involved and the environment, the physical environment is what's causing it. In hindsight, you're like, oh, what could have been done differently? I don't think anything could have been done differently. I think I was almost forced into that exact situation to start making songs, and I had to make a lot of decisions that I wasn't sure about and that didn't make any sense to me very quickly. So I had to go from being somebody who never would have just done that for no reason out of nowhere, and then be forced to be somebody who's like just making music all the time constantly. But it was a very big change because there were so many things that I wanted to like line up in my life perfectly. Instead, I ended up feeling forced to do it and figure out very quickly that that is how to sort of spend the energy that I had too much of, that was like built up in ways that were making me like go insane. What would I even, there's nothing I would say to like my past self, because me saying anything could like ruin all of the tiny factors involved. But also anything that I would even say, anything anybody said to me back then only like added to my like suffering, like in every way. Like I felt like I don't even know. I don't think it's what most people have experienced at all. I think most people try to save up their energy all their life to get 1% of the amount of energy I had. Unless you're already practicing spells and stuff, like, then maybe you would have some of the energy I had, you know, maybe the same, more or less, whatever. But like, if you are not going insane completely, then it wouldn't have been exactly the same. But like, I think most people save up their energy all their life to hopefully at the end of their life have 1% of the energy I had during that time. Like total. But for me it was just that one period of time. And it's not like, it makes it sound weird. It makes it sound like I'm saying I'm like superior to those people. It's like I had a lot of mental energy to use. But when you're not using it, it still goes somewhere. Like you're still like using it because you have it. You're not using it because you want to. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Your brain would just be like suffering all the time. Over everything. All the time. Like every second. Like, it would be like extreme. Yeah, I still look at it like, what was that? What was that? I think the only way I look at it is like, if I could prevent that in like all future lifetimes and not feel that way ever again. Or not be in that exact like situation and feel that, like, I don't know. Like there's no like, oh, I made the right move, glad I resolved it that way. There's no like, oh, I regret that. Like it made my whole life, like, no, I don't have regrets, you know what I mean? Because I don't even know how many of my choices I chose. It was a really weird energy to be in. I was so just, not just unhappy, but like, there's no explaining the type of triggered I was every second of working at Sam's Club. Because I didn't have money, but it wasn't about that. That's why I stayed. But then, like, it's just crazy. I don't know. Like, I am in strong disapproval of the majority of my life and experience on Earth. I'm in very strong disapproval. I would not recommend this to a friend. I would not recommend this to an enemy. I would tell an enemy to themselves so they don't go through what I did. But I made it through. But I would even tell it to my worst enemy. So I would say that to a dog so they don't go through my experience, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I cannot, like I only, like, I made it to the other side, that's it. There's no, like, oh, I wish I did that part differently. Like, there's no, like, as if I had any control of whatever any of that was. What? I'm just gonna be more important next time, wherever I go after this life. I'm going to be more important next time, because that's how these things are dealt with. These things are dealt with, I will be more important next time. Like, what? The universe tortured me is all you need to know. I don't need to exploit the details. The universe tortured me, actually. And like I said, not only would I not recommend it to an enemy, I would tell an enemy not being alive is better to save themselves from what I experienced. Or a friend, or a dog. Like, I would tell my childhood self, get out of here sooner. Things might be different in a different life, but yet I'm here. No, I would tell my childhood self, like, you know, it only gets worse, and, you know, not because I would want to be unhappy. Like, I think that's just how it is. Yeah. But you know what? I made the albums. They exist. And they're really good. But I don't know what. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I had so much magic that did not save me from so many things. Ah! I had so much magic that did not save me from so many things. I had so much wisdom that did not save me from so many things. I had so much free will and happiness that did not save me from so many things. I had so much loss of free will and happiness that did not save me from so many things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But the future can probably be better than the past, and that's what I'm working on. Fingers crossed. Because I feel like I've always been a great person and stuff, so like I don't really know what the serious downside to me is to that degree. But I get to look at having this many albums and the songs that I think are great that I created and be like, it was still not worth it because so much of it was so bad. But that was what got me through it. But it's still not worth it. I still need more. Like, for things to be worth it, you know. But we'll see a future where maybe things will be amazing and not terrible in any way. And I'm really happy in this moment right now, but that doesn't mean that like I have a job or I have money or, you know, I have more going on in my life where those are not the only things that I'm worried about or care about, but I still am like, why can I not just have peace of mind that those things are fine? Like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, at least I'm me. At least I went through it and I'm the one who can empathize with other people's experiences, and at least I know what that is, so I didn't just skip ahead and not do the bad part, right? But like, at least, like, what? But it wasn't worth it. It wasn't like worth it, you know? It wasn't like, oh, I'm glad I did that. What? Woo! 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 What? I don't know. But yeah, I would tell a dog it's not worth it. I would tell my childhood self it's probably not worth it. Like, which sounds awful, but like, honestly, when you think about how difficult something can feel in your life, you're like, why did I choose a really hard life? Like, what's going on? Like, why am I hitting so many like closed doors and rough patches in my life? Like, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Anyway, I love you guys. I don't know why, I just felt like talking about that in my environment, but my phone's probably gonna die if I keep going. But I love you guys, bye.